was talking to a guy. He was doing everything in the books, paying my bills, sending me money, go on dates, all of that.
A fool.
But that just might be the type of person he is.
You're a fool.
Why would he be a fool?
I don't think he's a fool.
Pay who for bills?
He
got the
bill,
money.
like a cable bill and a rent.
You're crippled?
I'm not crippled, but
if
he might give me money for pay, what am I gonna say no, I don't want it?
Not doing it.
I'm taking it. But what I'm trying to say is that we was
Just
talking,
met you? Nah,
Yeah.
2 months. Your bills?
What is wrong with 2 months?
Did you ever plan on giving him the box?
Like, was you attracted to him?
A fool.
No.
You was attracted to him?
No.
He's an egg alley.
No.
He's an ambassador.
No.
He didn't get the box.
Okay, so.
Whoa. No, ain't no okay, so.
No, that's where.
But he didn't know.
Because niggas like this don't get pussy.
I can't. What you mean? He's a nice gentleman.
Why didn't you give him the box?
That's what
I have to feel to give you the box.
But he don't have to feel to give you his money.
But
I don't believe it, honestly. I mean, a simp is going to simp and a trick is going to trick. And this is why I say it's still tricking even if you got it, because you're spending money in hopes of getting the box. Let me say this first and foremost. You got to understand the nature of a woman. The minute that she meets you is really yours to lose because she already knows whether or not she wants to sleep with you. It has nothing to do with how much money you got. It has nothing to do with what kind of car you drive. You can be catching a bus over there and busting it down. So when I see guys that feel like they need to get themselves together before they get a girl, I'm telling them that they're doing it wrong. They're looking at it wrong. I think that you need to get yourself together for you. Never get yourself together for a woman, because a woman is going to be a woman, and their inherent nature is to spot the trick and then take advantage of them, while at the same time doing whatever it is that the dude that she want to be with is going to do anyway. The dude that's getting it, he getting it for free. He not paying for it. He not spending a whole lot of money on it. You know what I'm saying? If he just so happened to spend money on her, it's coming as a residual effect of her just being with him at that particular time when he was going to do what he was going to do anyway. But the minute that you start leading with your money, I'm always disgusted when I see guys that say stuff like, yeah, you got to get your Instagram following up. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your drip right. It's a totally different type of woman. No, man, the nature of women has been, and always will be the way that it is today. The same way that it was yesteryear, the same way that it was 20 years ago, and the same way that it was in your father's sim generation and your grandfather's sim generation, is that the dude that she wanted to bust down, she was gonna let him bust her down, and the dude that she could take advantage of, that's the one that she wound up settling for. And so you got to be able to slot the women, or you got to be able to understand female nature and then be able to slot them accordingly, right? Because then think about what she said. She said she didn't feel anything. It didn't stop her from using him. She probably used him until she can use him all up. And then at some point he woke up and realized that he was never going to get the box. And then he walked away. If she's telling 100% truth. Now, let's get to the other part of it. I don't believe for 1 second. I believe that she knows that she's on a podcast or that she's being recorded, right? And so there's no way in the world a woman that is this situationally aware that she's going to be able to use a man and take advantage of him and really get her to pay. I believe that there's dudes out there that's really simping. I believe that this woman that looked like she just got off of work was getting and finessing a dude. She probably cleaned up really, really nice. Getting and finessing a dude all day long and making sure that she took advantage of him. I don't doubt for 1 second that she's telling the absolute truth about that part. But I do not believe for 1 second that that dude was sticking around with her for over 2 months plus. Over 2 months plus, and he was still spending an egregious amount of money on her and was getting nothing in return for it. You can't pay me to believe that. I would be willing to bet. I am a gambler. I will be willing to bet. Whatever it is that I walk into the house with, I'm willing to bet the house on it, because there's no way in the world that she just laying up for months, getting taken care of, and then not giving up that box as a result of it. Man, get on out of here with that. Who you selling that to? You know what I'm saying? I don't believe none of y'all. I don't believe not one woman that walks on this face of this earth that she over here telling me the 100% truth 100% of the time. Nah, you finessing. The same way that she finessed him is the same way that she trying to finesse us on this podcast and sell us this dream and this narrative of the fact that she wasn't giving up box, regardless of whether she gave up the box, regardless of how much she may or may not have done for him in that particular situation from a sexual perspective. Let's be clear. It's still tricking, even if you got it. It's still finessing. She is doing it to you all day long, and you're still paying for something that somebody else is getting for free. And to me, that is a bad deal. If you walk into any restaurant and you start paying an egregious amount for something that somebody is getting for free, if you paying for a 5-course meal, right? If you had a 5-star restaurant, if you had a Michelin star restaurant, and you paying for something that everybody else is just inherently eating for, everybody around you is eating for free. Everybody busting it down for free. Everybody eating everything that they want and they getting it for free. What makes you think that you're going to walk in and spend a whole bunch of money? The value of that thing has now been lowered significantly. So why would I even eat at that restaurant in the first place? Because I got to pay attention to I got to be situationally aware of what's going on around me, right? But y'all got to stop thinking and listening to these people that tell y'all that y'all got to lead with your money. If you're going to be fresh, just be fresh for you. If you're going to be dope, just make sure that you're going to be dope. And I suggest that you be fresh. And I suggest that you get money and be dope and all of that type of stuff. But don't let that be the thing that you then give away. You traded in your hard-earned time and your hard-earned resources in order to level up and get all of that back. And what do you think? That she just supposed to get it for free just because she her? I don't believe her, but at the same time, I also do not support the narrative that y'all just out here tricking and simping like it's going out of style. What you think? It's a shortage of women and that y'all gonna run out of them? It's crazy. It is absolute insane and it's absolutely crazy. But I'm curious as to what you guys think. Let me know inside of the comments what your thoughts are about this situation. First, do you think that she's giving up the box to the dude that is spending money on her over a long period of time? A, because I think it's all cap. And then B, what do you think about the idea that a dude is willing to spend money and take care of a chick that ain't even his, let alone that he's not even married to? And she still got the option to do whatever it is that she want to do when she want to do it? That's insane to me, man. Listen, I just updated the Patreon with the DC meetup, so I'm going to be in DC in November, early November. We had to push the date back a little bit in order to make sure that I accommodate some of the things that I got coming up in my schedule. So make sure that you tap into the Patreon, get all of the game. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Also, on top of that, make sure that you tap into that Teach Hanley. 30% off your first order plus a free gift. We love Teach. Thank you, Teach, for continuing to sponsor what we got going on over here. I love you guys, and I do not want you fumbling the bag and spending it on women that do not value you. I don't want you spending the money at all at this point because we live in a society where they ask for and they want it equal. And so in order for me to spend money on any service, you're gonna have to return equal value. And I'm not sure that I see the equal value coming from a lot of these women nowadays. I only see users and abusers and women that's willing to give it away for free to the one that they really want versus the ones that you really paying for. Stay out of that, bro. Stay out of it. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.